This is Sound Advice from audiologist Doug Leonard from ASI, Audiological Services of Iowa. Today we kind of want to talk about why Doug Leonard and why ASI. First of all, Doug is a great guy. I can tell you that right now. I've been dealing with you for years and things doing this program. So I know you very well. I would feel very comfortable walking through the front door. And that's half the battle, feeling comfortable walking through the front door. And you do make people feel that way.
Yeah, I think, anytime we're in a vulnerable position, whether that's in healthcare, with audiologists or dentists or optometrists or physicians or whoever, could be that if we have a problem in our house with electrical or the plumbing, or, I've got a problem with my vehicle, it puts us in a vulnerable position when you don't have experience with that provider of the service. Mm-hmm. And, ultimately that's what anybody really sells is their service, their expertise, their knowledge, their honesty, and their empathy and sympathy with what the problem is. Not everybody makes decisions based on that. Some people do it based on a supposed sale, when they advertise a sale when it maybe isn't. Some people do it based on the lowest price. Some people do it on convenience. Some people do it on whatever. What I want my patients to be focusing on is the service that we're going to be able to help them with.
And you certainly service after the sale. You're there to help them with any issues they happen to have. Follow-up appointments, even though things might be going great, there might be other things that are coming up saying, we can avoid the problems ahead of time.
Yeah, service after the sale, when folks purchase hearing aids, we do checkups twice a year. So they're coming in for a clean and check, and then they're coming in for their hearing evaluation every year. And that's certainly part of it. Even folks, though, before they've got hearing aids, when they're in that discovery phase of trying to figure out what to do about their problem, they may recognize finally that they're having an issue with their communication. Who do you go see? Do you go to the big box store where they, basically are cutthroat on their pricing? Do you go to the franchise model? There are franchises that sell hearing aids. Or do you go to your local trusted audiologist? I do that with when I purchase something. There are hardware stores that I go to, and I go to my local one in Atlantic because I know the people that run it. Could I go to Home Depot over in Omaha or Des Moines or Lowe's? Sure, I could. But I go to this local hardware store because they know where everything is. They know if I'm having a problem and I don't know how to figure out what to get. They help me pick it out. If I choose the wrong thing because I didn't give them the right information, they let me exchange it and make it right by me. And so, they provide service and they provide a level of trust that I really appreciate.
Yeah, we've said it time and time again on the show. You do not just pop hearing aids in and you're all done. You're all fixed. It does not work like that. So you need that expert advice. You need somebody standing behind the product that you're purchasing to help you along through the whole process. And it is a process. So Doug, what's the number here at ASI? If they want to call, talk to you, set up an appointment for screening, that would be a great first step.
It would be, John, and it's 792-5933.
Give them a call at ASI. And again, next week, we're going to announce another quarterly winner of some great prizes, over $500 in prizes available as Doug celebrates 25 great years in business with ASI, Audiological Services of Iowa.